Hello, I'm Mick Cornett, the mayor of Oklahoma City. Welcome to the Mayor's Magazine. As we've done the past 2 years, this month's edition of the Mayor's Magazine will feature the State of the City address. It was given on January 17th at the Cox Convention Center. Welcome to the State of the City for 2007. And if you live in Oklahoma City, feel free to pinch yourself. We have been a city for 118 years. We've had a history of good times and not so good times, and I think it is clear that in 2006 we are in good times, and 2007 stands to be just as good a year, if not better. It was an incredible year. Our economy is soaring, unemployment is low, schools are being built, new hotels and new housing units are being built downtown and in the suburbs. We have emerged as a regional center of destination tourism. 2006 is going to be tough to top, but we have great momentum, and since it is our centennial year, we have every opportunity to top it. A year ago, I stood before you in the State of the City address and discussed the city's top priority, the implementation of Maps for Kids. It is our decade-long approach to building new schools and providing our children with state-of-the-art technology. Let me report on the progress since last year. We are in a phase where the high schools are one of the main focuses. Frederick Douglass High School opened up last January, so it's been open up a year. The new John Marshall High School opened up this past fall with middle school students. It'll be used as a high school next August. And U.S. Grant High School, our largest high school, opened last week. And I would love to invite everyone in this room, in fact, everyone in the community, to go down there and walk around and enjoy it. But security issues being what they are, we can't have 1,000 people showing up and saying that the mayor invited us to come down and look around, so you'll have to take my word for it. But it is a beautiful school. And construction is just about to begin on Centennial High School. Now that's in the northeast section of the city at Britton and Kelly, and that will open in the fall, and the pace of Maps for Kids is ever quickening. All in all, Maps for Kids will rebuild or renovate 75 buildings in the Oklahoma City public school system. Meanwhile, in the classroom, test scores are up, and financially, the school district is receiving consistently clean audits. You know, when we started down this road, we set ambitious goals, and we expected big improvement. And while I suppose a critic could still find something to complain about, the fact is our inner city school system is significantly improved over where it was 5 years ago. It is a work in progress, but it is exciting to know that it is working and there is progress. To watch 3 new high schools open up in the past year has been thrilling to see. One other effect has been a boom in the housing market in the school district. The Los Rosas neighborhood is a perfect example. New construction, entry-level housing in an area that has not had new development in decades. This would not have occurred without Maps for Kids. You know, when executed successfully, government is not separate from the people. And I note that when I hear citizens discuss the success of the original Maps projects, they use the pronoun we, as in, look what we have accomplished since Maps. And that is the buy-in that is so necessary to moving forward. In fact, I believe elected leaders should monitor and judge their success by the pronouns that their citizens use. Oklahoma City is moving forward largely because its citizens so identify with its success. Oklahoma City is our city, and its success is a reflection on what we've done. Maps showed us what we could do for ourselves. And Maps for Kids is showing us what we can all do. It is providing incredible progress for the capital needs of our inner city school system, but it is also meeting the needs of the suburban districts. All 24 suburban school districts that educate kids that live in Oklahoma City receive money from Maps for Kids. The amount of the money is based on the number of Oklahoma City students that attend the school. And this money is going to districts all over the metro. It is going to Putnam City, Moore, Edmond, Mustang, Norman, Choctaw, Banner, Crooked Oak, Crutcho, Deer Creek, Hara, Jones, Little Axe, Luther, McLeod, Midwest City and Del City, Millwood, Oakdale, Piedmont, Robin Hill, Union City, Western Heights, and Yukon. Millions of dollars for expectations of a better education. This is what we are doing for our schools. This is what we are doing for our kids and our future. Now that we have moved past MAPS and we're making great strides in addressing the city's educational needs through MAPS for Kids, we must continue to develop and nurture that same culture that has brought us this far. We must not be complacent. In the wake of MAPS for Kids, and more than 5 years beyond the vote on MAPS for Kids, I am asked nearly every day, what's next? What are we going to do next? As in, what initiative are we going to do after MAPS for Kids? And after hearing that question every day for 3 years, you can imagine I have a pretty well-rehearsed response. First of all, what we have to do is continue to make sure that we execute the plan for MAPS for Kids successfully. MAPS for Kids is making an impact all across the city, not just in downtown, not just in the inner city school district, but in your neighborhood and my neighborhood. And because its direct impact is spread all across the city, it's important that it succeed all across the city. And today, I can report that it is succeeding all across the city. What city? Our city. And because MAPS for Kids touches every neighborhood in Oklahoma City, I sense that we are getting the buy-in from the citizens that is so important. The original MAPS projects, because they were largely concentrated in the downtown area, also have had that feeling of ownership from the community. It is our downtown, our ballpark, our civic center, our sports arena, our convention center, our canal, our river, etc. And as we move forward, it is crucial that we continue to be ambitious, but it is also crucial that we move forward together. And so that brings me back to the question that I hear so often. What's next? And today, with the collection of MAPS for Kids sales tax ending next year, I am ready to begin that conversation. Now, first, understand that MAPS 3 is neither mandatory nor inevitable. We live in a great city made up of great people, and it will be a great city with great people with or without a MAPS 3 initiative. But MAPS and MAPS for Kids have been so successful that I believe we owe it to ourselves to at least consider what more could be done to improve Oklahoma City. Today I am announcing the beginning of that discussion. Effective immediately, we have launched a website, maps3.org. This website will help us facilitate a community-wide conversation that centers around two basic questions. Do you believe the city should consider a MAPS 3 initiative? And if you do, what would you like to see become a part of it? We will accept feedback through May 15th, so that's basically a 4-month period to give us your opinion. And on the website, you'll be able to attach pictures and drawings of any idea that you might conjure up. And I urge people from all over the metro area to contribute. And I especially urge our children in our schools to come up with some ideas and remember to dream big. If we're going to do a MAPS 3, and keep in mind I said if, then it needs to be because we have recognized needs and we have recognized opportunities and we have decided that this is the best way to approach them.